Well, I can tell you, our current chair, Daryl Love, when he came to one of our fraternity meetings with this program from Alabama where they did this breakfast, I looked at it and immediately I knew that this is something that we needed to do in Lexington. So I just kind of got a passion for it right then and there, got with the brothers and said, we need to form a committee and we need to do this.
I had a lady from my church. She had gone down to Birmingham, Alabama, and the brothers that we have down there had actually put on an event, it's duplicate of this. And so she brought a program back and she said, Daryl, you really should take this back to your chapter, and I think this would be great for our community. So I took the idea back to the chapter. We started talking about it with James and others present, and all I can say is we walked out of the meeting, committed to do it, and James was chair. But James has always been able to present a very high, outstanding breakfast, and his quality to attention to detail is like par excellent. So for me, be able to take over his chair, it's encouraging because even though he may not necessarily hold the title as chair, he's back in the background providing some great direction for me. And I would just say this too, we always have individuals that in the position of leadership as chair or lead, but we have a great organization of brothers that really get behind and support. So honestly, today's event, I look at it, I was just more of helping to kind of steer it, but we had great brothers who are really engaged about making it happen.
Still have the passion for this breakfast and what it means to this community. So even though I'm not the chairman, I'm still here, and it's good to actually kind of see how the rest of it works. So I've been quite busy this morning, but it's a good busy.
I've always heard about the event that takes place here locally in Lexington, but certainly abroad. I'm up from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm here representing the LTMS Lex Traditional Magnet School for Fayette County Public Schools. Just want to come partake in the brotherhood and the family, the unity of it all, and find some enjoyment
I am
to give back.
concerned about our country's place in the world.
I've been attending the banquet several years. And just like what Brother Hyde said, it's always good to be able to celebrate the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. With the community and find ways to give back to our community.
This is definitely a stepping stone. It's important to know where you came from in order to know where you're going. So this Unity Breakfast is an excellent opportunity for us to come out, learn, gather with each other, and do work for the community. It also helped me, set up so that I will be able to go out, not only now but after I graduate, to help the community.
I think it's very important that we can come together of all races and just to unify. We shouldn't wait till situations like deaths or shootings and things of sorts to come together and see how we need to pull together. But we just need to do it and honor individuals like Dr. Martin Luther King and others who have just tried to pave the ways for us to have a better life.
Events like this here today are what allow us to go back to remember the history. And with MLK Day becoming a national holiday, it brings attention to it every single year. And in our schools, we actually do a lot of work in February, which is Black History Month, but we need to be doing it every day. And so events like today allow us to continue to remember where we were and where we are today.
Phi Alpha's reaching out to us as a school system, trying to bring everybody on board, shows unity within itself.
I think we're very united as a community, coming here to this breakfast and celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King.
At Bracktown Church, we go every Saturday and we try to advance our academics and learn about the real life, like our finances and other stuff.
And the message I think I want my sons, as well as the other students, because we're going to have a host of students from Fayette County that are going to be here today, is to really be able to understand a little bit more about everything that goes into, first of all, their freedoms that we have and the rights that we have, and to walk away with a commitment to continue Dr. King's dream of unifying all races of people and looking at possibilities for our future.
Unity is a complicated word. The dictionary says the state of being one, or oneness.
I think the essay, anytime you have a student that sits down and writes and makes some brainstorm and actually do research and look into what the past has brought, you can't move forward unless you know your history. So them having to sit there and write and get an understanding of what Martin Luther King Day is all about and what his legacy is all about, it allows us to embrace one another. It allows us to come together as a community, not just as an African American, but in the Caucasians and other communities. Just bring us all together and see what the common goal is and the significance of it all.
I want to see them become more active in the community, get involved in the things that's going to make our community a better place to live, to work, to raise our children. That's exactly what I hope for these young people to do.
Well, we want them to be, of course, impressed, at the magnitude of the event for them, so that it will make a lasting impression on them. And we really want them to enjoy the program and take back to their school a great message about unity. However it speaks to them, that's what we want them to take back. And we want them to be accepting of others and to really remember Dr. King and what he's meant to our society.
Well, I think we inspire them through our actions. I would say Dr. King was great for that moment in time. And as we have now kind of evolved as a society, can one person really speak on behalf of all and really carry that charge and mantle? It's going to be very hard. But I think if we think about what Dr. King talked about, and he would probably say it was not embossed within him being the man to drive everything, but really it was a God-led movement. And it was a movement that God used him in a great way to be able to inspire people to think beyond their current circumstances to a future that could become.
To the people in the community, when they hear Unity Breakfast now, they know that this is the premier event to bring all of the diverse aspects of Lexington together in one place for one celebration about the man that started it all. That's what they know.